Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing a video today upon request for one of my YouTube subscribers. His name is Logan Pryor, and one of my Fiverr clients, Jay Jose FX. Logan said, "Hey man, I'd like to know what kind of things you eat through the day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, possibly even what you go for on your cheat meals and snacks." Jay Jose FX said, "Tell me from waking up to the last thing to drink or eat before going to bed." So I'll try to answer both these questions at the same time. So the very first thing I do when I wake up is I have a full glass of water. So make sure you guys are sleeping about 6 or 8 hours every night. And then when you wake up, you need to drink water right away because you haven't had water or food for the entire time you've been sleeping. So that's the first thing I do is have a full glass of water. While we're talking about that, you guys need to drink at least half a gallon of water every day. No more than 1 gallon though, because actually drinking too much water can dehydrate you. Um, I won't get too much into that, but keep it between 64 ounces and 128 ounces, so half a gallon to a gallon every day. So, like I said, first thing I do is have a full glass of water. Then the next thing I do is have a cup of black coffee, no creamer, no sugar. I like coffee because the caffeine helps wake me up. Also, caffeine is diuretic, so after I drink that cup of coffee, it kind of helps flush my system out and get me ready for a day of eating a lot of food. So for breakfast, it kind of varies with if I'm pre-competition or if I'm off season, but I'll kind of just do an overview of what I normally eat. So always have a protein shake first thing. You just had 6 or 8 hours with no food, so you need that readily available protein from the protein shake. Also, protein from whole foods. So eggs, like scrambled or boiled eggs, is great. For my carbohydrates, I usually have oats. This is a carbohydrate that has a very low GI, so glycemic index. This means that oats are going to give you energy for several hours throughout the day. So this is not a carbohydrate you're going to eat and burn this energy off within a couple hours. These oats are going to give you energy for several hours. And for fats, I have almonds. I love almonds, so just a handful of almonds is good. Now, if my breakfast also happens to be my pre-workout meal, so if you guys lift in the morning or early afternoon, pretty much the same thing. The only thing that switches is the carbohydrate. So I'll have a protein shake or egg whites. I'll have my almonds, but instead of oats, I'll have an apple. I think this is better before a workout because, like I said, these oats are very low GI, and apple is full of sugar, so it's high glycemic index. So you're gonna be able to use that energy, those carbohydrates, right away when you go to the gym. It's gonna help a lot. Okay, so pretending that my breakfast is pre-workout meal, I'll talk about post-workout meal. So my post-workout meal is actually this is kind of funny. I keep a bottle of honey in my car. So right when I get done lifting, a lot of guys they take the protein shake to the gym. That's the very first thing they have after they get done lifting. Very first thing I have is another high GI carbohydrate, and I just use honey. It's easy, it tastes good, and you don't need very much of it. 1 or 2 tablespoons of honey right when you get done lifting is going to replenish your glycogen stores in your muscles that you just depleted. And then when I get home, I'll have my protein shake. So following the protein shake, maybe 30 minutes to 60 minutes later, I'll have a lean meat, which could be ground turkey, which could be tilapia, which could be chicken breast. Try to grill these or bake them. I don't really like fry very much stuff. And I will have, based on, like I said, if it's pre-competition or off season, I'll have usually a green vegetable with it, or any vegetable if I'm off season. So like a sweet potato. I try to stay away from carbohydrates like breads or other grains later in the day. I try to just stick to vegetables. So if you're bulking, if you're doing a clean bulk, have like a sweet potato with your lean meats after your workout. If you're trying to lean out, if you're doing pre-competition, have a green vegetable. So like spinach, broccoli, asparagus. Those are my favorites. Snacks throughout the day. I stay away from carbohydrates, so my snacks are usually almonds or a spinach salad. If I work out later in the day and I'm having a meal after breakfast, or that's not a pre-workout meal, post-workout meal, tuna is another really good lean meat. So have a can of tuna and a spinach salad, a handful of almonds, really good meal. So you're keeping your insulin levels consistent by staying away from these high GI carbohydrates. So basically, when it comes down to it, only have sugar, only have fruit, only have these high GI carbohydrates immediately before and immediately after your workouts. That's given me the best results. For dinner, pretty much the same thing as my post-workout meal that I mentioned. Lean meats, so tuna, ground turkey, tilapia, chicken breast, and if it's a few hours before bedtime, I usually stick to green vegetables. So like I said, broccoli, spinach, asparagus, and a handful of almonds. Let me go ahead and talk about supplements real quick. So with breakfast, I supplement my breakfast with vitamin D3. So vitamin D3 is actually called the sunshine vitamin. Um, your body synthesizes sunlight in your skin into vitamin D3, but you can also supplement with it, in the pill form. So you can buy these anywhere. You can buy them Walgreens, CVS, your supermarket, whatever. So just buy some vitamin D3. It's supposed to help regulate mood, help wake you up in the morning. Only take it in the morning. If you take it in the evening, it can affect your sleep. So that's why I take it with breakfast. And jumping up ahead to dinner time or bedtime, I supplement with melatonin. So melatonin is a chemical that your brain creates on its own, but you can also supplement with it before you go to bed. It doesn't really help you fall asleep, but it helps keep you asleep and makes you feel more rested when you wake up. And the cool thing about melatonin and vitamin D3 is that they work inversely. So you take melatonin in the evening and you take vitamin D3 in the morning, and they both do the opposite things. So I think that's about it. Sometimes before bed I'll have a glass of almond milk. So usually just plain almond milk, not the kind with sugar. Like I said, we want to keep those insulin levels consistent. And then very last thing before going to bed is another 8 ounces of water, another glass of water. So like I said, I'll go ahead and cover it again. Make sure you guys have at least a half gallon of water and no more than a full gallon of water every day. My favorite supplements are whey protein, multivitamin, and fish oil. Vitamin D3 with breakfast and melatonin in the evening. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, Logan also asked me what do I go for on my cheat meals and snacks. You know, whatever you like. Me, I have a real sweet tooth, so my cheat meals are usually ice cream. I love ice cream. Any kind of chocolate, any kind of sweets, anything from the bakery. That's my weakness. So, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever you guys like, it's your cheat meal. So pick your favorite guilty pleasure and have fun with it. So I think I covered everything. If you guys have any specific questions, leave me a comment. Also, give me a thumbs up if this helped, okay? Alright guys, talk to you later.